Kagari just being able to add back either the engage or the linkage from the graveyard.
Exactly. Very dangerous spot here for Mario. So every point of interaction is going to have to be timed perfectly.
I mean, that is why Striker has been so strong against the deck like Cool Tune. It has so many small points of interaction, a lot of really fair trades that Striker takes such good advantage of.
There's just so many of them that if you pick the wrong one, they're just going to go right past you and start snowballing those cards.
Looks like Mario is really considering, I think, yeah, the Ray thing that you were mentioning there, and it's going to be Ghost Ogres who's going to try and get the Sky Striker monster off the field before there is a Ray in the graveyard.
This makes sense, cutting off potentially all future links from here. No Kagari, no Zero if there's not another linkage, but there might be.
Yeah, there might be indeed.
It is a second copy of linkage. Really strong start here for Hinfeng So. You see Mario take a deep breath there, thinking about if he has another chain potentially, or if this is just an unfortunate scenario opening up with those double copies of Sky Striker Mobilized linkage.
Yeah, I mean, you could tell by the way that he was playing, you know, with the Yad and the Camellia that he had something else going. Otherwise, he would surely go for, you know, a different line, but still might as well. And now he sent the Lemnis Gate. Okay.
You have just getting those resources available in the graveyard to potentially recycle off the various effects that you have access to, not necessarily needing to go into the deck. And we have infinite impermanence for the Kagari, trying to cut it off here. This could be the pivotal interaction right now, being able to cut off future engages. No access to Ray in the graveyard at the moment. Not going to be easy to summon a Zero from this position.
Yeah, only 2 cards left in hand for Hinfeng So, and 2 linkages gone. If he just goes into Shizuku Pass, this would be excellent position here for Mario.
Indeed.
We did get a peek at an Ash Blossom from Hinfeng's hand, so at least some form of interaction on Mario's turn.
Not the strongest in this Cool Tune, unless maybe one of the starters would be like a spell like Synchro Overtake or Duelist Genesis.
Or sometimes, well,
or sometimes it's enough if they just have one monster potentially.
Yeah, it works on every single starter in the deck if it's the only one. If there is the Shizuku, it looks like it might be a pass here. Do we have any back row? Okay, it looks like there's one set here.
Okay. Not the worst position here for Mario.
Worst case scenario potentially is a Forbidden Crown. That would make it impossible for Mario to end the game this turn. Well, all near impossible.
I mean, Crown is such a strong card against Cool Tune too, because not only are you stopping that search, it means they won't be able to synchro with it afterwards and verse like something like a similar like effect negation.
And we might have another interruption here.
Is there something in the end phase? Is it a Magma? Oh, we have Clip!
Oh, Clip! Cool Tune Clip!
All right, still in the main phase then.
Does he have
going
mix?
To. Yeah. Oh!
He has the
Clip
Clip
get
in
rid
the
of
mix!
Shizuku!
This is huge!
This is going to wrap up very quickly, I feel.
And it's brutal because if that's a quick play spell, it can't be used this turn.
Absolutely.
And the Ash Blossom won't be able to stop the Track Maker because he's going to go Chainlink 1 Track Maker to add Chainlink 2 Clip and Mix to take out a card from the extra deck, and that Shizuku will be sent to the graveyard. No access to Ray means nothing will be coming back to the field as well. So now the question is, does Mario have a Cool Tune monster in hand? I mean, he's going to be able to get something off Track Maker, but if that card, I don't know what he could actually have for Hinfeng to be okay in this game. I mean, the Ash Blossom checks the Cool Tune Synchro.
Everything simply buys time at this point. There is no starter. Like, without being able to top deck a playable card, being almost certainly just engage a Ray at this point.
Would Ray even do it? Does it have to be engage?
I think
because you need more cards. Like he just hasn't got anything to play.
Ray has access to a lot of tools in the graveyard, and at least puts a Ray in the graveyard, it forces a lot of interaction. I think a singular Ray might be better than an engage, because engage is actually so easily stopped by the Cool Tune strategy.
That's true.
I think Ray by itself is the best possible top deck.
I think if you had to ask Mario before this match started if he went second, this would be something he would be looking for, an ideal turn just like this. I mean, opening up with the Clip and Mix together, something we don't see too often, but when it happens, it's usually a snowball for the Cool Tune duelist.
I mean, what a combination of cards in hand. Ghost Ogre and Snow Rabbit, infinite impermanence, Clip with the Mix in hand, and being able to potentially still play after the fact. We got Cool Tune Synchro in the hand, Trackmaker on the field, still a mystery card in hand as well, and the draw for turn.
On the other hand, I gotta say I'm not so convinced by the line that we have seen from Infung Tseng.
Oh, not at all.
Yeah, I think we went really all in, which I think could have made sense against a deck like Josh or against a combo heavy deck. But when you're up against Kultun and they have so many interruptions, I think you played in a different way.
If he has any Cool Tune monster, he's just going to start with the Synchro Summon to go into RS.
And it's the best when it's Rico. He gets to go after the Spell and Trap as well.
Yes, and he could go into Zaylin right here if he wants. Yep, there's Zaylin. Rico's going to go after the set card. If he chains it, he can negate it.
It's Widowmaker. He can go ahead and attempt to try to take. Maybe that might just force the Zaylin right now.
Now, does Mario have any other Cool Tune monsters in hand? I would have to think yes, because he didn't bother even normal summoning the Rico, so I would have to guess his hand is Cool Tune Synchro plus another Cool Tune monster. And all Hinfeng So has here is an Ash Blossom, and there it is, normal summon Cool Tune Q. He knows he has...
That should be a surrender immediately.
Yeah.
There is no way to stop this. The singular Ash Blossom cannot possibly take this down.
He's going to Ash it.
Yeah.
But here...
You got to try. Like, there's no point in just giving up.
So he's going to attack in the battle phase, activate Cool Tune Synchro. Doesn't matter what you add, he's going to be able to go into back-to-back and attack for game.
Yeah, I mean, great way to start the day for Mario. As mentioned, long days yesterday, grueling duels, but
Mario's hand, both players using every card that they had at their disposal in these first couple turns.
Oh,
sure, we're resolving Q.
Attack.
Just take the Pot of Desires away from it before it could go wrong again.
Yeah.
And a surrender. Wow. Mario up game one. You couldn't have asked for a better hand to counter. And yeah, as you mentioned, Hinfeng So kind of going all in.
A very greedy line, trying to get maximum value, getting 3 spells engraved for the engage. Did not necessarily have to do that. Could have easily just tried to set up 0 in the end phase with those several linkages that he had, trying to start it so early. Wasn't necessary. imagine those weren't particularly kept in. A Shizuku immediately here. That is going to be hit with Ghost Mortar.
Does he have the linkage or something to dodge?
I feel like if you had linkage, you wouldn't go into Shizuku first. Well, I mean, maybe you would. Oh, is that a pass? No, there's no, there's no way it's a pass.
He wants to read Ghost Mortar.
Does prevent him from using its effect now, and would take some damage if he chose to link away into something else.
I wonder if that's the part that he was checking is...
Yeah, was it worth taking the damage? I don't think you particularly care in this matchup.
No, you just got to win this one. Just win.
We do have access to what seems like a Widow Anchor and a Solemn Judgment in hand. That could be enough. The Judgment can do quite a lot. Definitely can buy himself another turn.
Just sets 1, sets 2, sets 3, sets 4.
That was 2 different Solemn set.
All right, let's see what Mario has. Does he have some cards to force out those powerful traps that he has set? So we didn't get to see any Sky Striker spells, but he has plenty of defensive options to slow Mario down.
Oh, that might be what it is. So if you lose the 1,500 there and then have to pay half and then have to pay 15 or 3.
All you need is 1.
Let's see. Big moment.
Can we start with the Lightning Storm, Harpy's Feather Duster, anything of the like? I'll take a Denko Sekka.
All right, he's going to start with normal summon Q. No blowout side deck cards. Imagine this will be met by that Widow Anchor. But he can't take it, so not as impactful.
Yeah.
But you still have to stop this effect, because otherwise you're going to have to stop the effect of whatever the Q is summoning. And yeah, it's going to be Widow Anchor negating the effect.
The weakest interaction being used first here.
Does he have another? Oh, and Fallen of the Virtuous, so all live cards.
Okay.
Gonna try and get the Cool Tune monster off the field before you can use the Synchro from the hand, and gonna send the Dragon that Devours Dogma.
Right, Q leaves the field here. No chain of Cool Tune Synchro, given that would have happened in response to the Widow Anchor, most likely.
Mario probably not have the strongest of hands going into the Think Tank here.
Yeah, potentially has a lot of those soft responses trying to hinder Infung's turn. Not particularly useful when he has to play zone.
He has to get the Shizuku off the field, otherwise he'll be able to continue going on to more Sky Striker plays, but just a set card face down. Not a good hand here for Mario, and a pass back, so Hinfeng So with another opening after he adds another copy of Fallen of the Virtuous off this Dragon that Devours Dogma.
Yeah, unfortunate here. Now he's gonna get a full turn where he can really put into work his Sky Striker engine with the Ayate.
I mean, could easily attempt to go for the game shot here, having a Link Monster already on the field, just being able to get access to linkage would do a lot if we can get that far. Not currently any access in Grave, so it would not be the simplest thing to do.
Yeah.
And just considering where Mario set that spell trap, it's almost always an infinite impermanence.
Makes a lot of sense. He's trying to line up into something he might want to stop. All right, what did he draw? This is a big draw here.
It was Lemnis Gate.
I think so as well.
All right, well, he can still go into Hayate and start trying to find his way to some Sky Striker spells.
Yep.
Yeah, we're just going to play this nice and slow. He has the back row to do it. He can easily stop every single turn that Mario has, considering the information he got from that previous turn, not enough pushes. So if he stops to push every single turn, he's good to go. He only needs to make one more turn.
Do you Solemn Judgment, if this is an infinite permanence, do you Solemn Judgment it to make sure your Hayate can go through so you can get your strategy online, or do you keep trying to grind out?
No, I just grind it out. Like, play it nice and slow. Shizuka can go a long way. You just need to make sure you stop your opponent's next singular play, so then you could do it all next turn.
The issue is nowadays, I think they only play one, maybe, of the Shizuku, so it's not like the good old days.
That's fair.
So, you know, you can't really go into a full-on grind game. But, I mean, you can just keep the Ayate there if they infinite impermanence here. And get away with it, I think. Like,
I mean, even a Kagari setting Anchor again would have been fine.
Yeah, yeah. But I agree with you that we can just take it slow at this point. I mean, we already have a lot of one-for-one interactions, so...
Yeah, I think this game's looking pretty favorable for Hinfeng So.
And yeah, Mario is also considering what to do, but
Because, yeah, I think, if he imperms this, he might be cutting off engage, but, yeah, the Kagari being able to add back Widow Anchor would be enough with a weak hand here from Mario.
Yeah.
So he's going to take the 15, let him send it. Looks like he's going to hold. If he, we don't know what the set is. We're just kind of assuming it's something that
could just be a bluff.
Yeah, it could be a bluff, but he's going to send down the engage, maybe try and stop the Kagari.
That would make sense, because the Kagari would always pose a threat. Might as well cut that off and hope for the best into what remains.
So let's see if it is the infinite impermanence indeed.
You could have like a hand interaction as well, which would be even stronger since he wouldn't be able to Solemn Judgment it.
Okay.
Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion.
Fair enough.
Oh, that's the one you can't stop with the Solemns.
Very powerful against an effect like Zero, but still strong enough here.
Does he play another copy of Shizuku? It's kind of tough because you mentioned, having to
almost
include more
not.
monsters for the Fallen and the Virtuous, and especially that he's playing the Dragon that Devours Dogma on top of the others as well.
Yeah, it's almost exclusively a one-of, but I just every time I look at Striker, I think in my head, I'm so used to them having 3 Kagari, 3 Shizuku, and the game taking 3 hours.
Looks like he looks like he's eyeing the Amatsu. You did mention he draws the Limits Gate, so getting more Sky Striker Ace monsters in the graveyard, not a bad idea.
Yep, and trying to put up as many interruptions as he can. This game being, or sorry, the Amatsu being able to change an effect from Mario.
There it is. And yeah,
another set.
Set the Lemnis, set the Fallen.
All right, Mario's going to need a big top deck here. Now, if he does have Imperm set and draws something like Lightning Storm, and the Solemn Judgment is in that column, I believe, it could be useful, but he's going to need a Miracle.
Would he do that? Yeah. Are you going to use Infinite Impermanence first?
Really going to?
Yeah, I would.
Oh, wow.
Okay.
I mean, it's a 50-50, so could take it.
Because, I mean, I think after this turn, if things don't go your way, like, the game's going to be over whether you have that Imperm set or not.
Yeah, I mean,
No, I agree. You have one turn to make something happen.
I'm assuming Mario watched, like, the top 4 match yesterday, which I would bet he did.
I imagine they all did.
Yeah, he would know that there are solemn cards in the side deck, in lying wait. And you know it's not a Sky Striker spell.
Let's see. Big moment.
All right, it sounds like we're going into main phase.
What does Mario have here against the duelist from Asia? Not as clean as that game #1, so
it's not always easy.
It's not always easy, but there might be a way he could find a way to navigate through all these spell and traps. It looks like he's just going to start with normal summon Rico. That will surely be stopped here.
We're going to use the Judgment this time.
Wow.
Not even going to bother doing the combo of Anchor and Fallen Virtuous. We're just going to go straight to Solemn Judgment this time.
This one could be wrapping up here momentarily, because there is a looming threat of another Kagari with the engage in the graveyard.
Yeah. Now we know that we can go for some interesting plays as well, because if that resolves, you can always chain your Fallen on the engage.
Yep.
Getting to the first spell and you know, just get going.
Just a pass.
Just a pass. I mean,
Hinfeng So looks like he might be bouncing back right into this match here.
Oh, and I think it was another Solemn, maybe? Like the Solemn Acquisition. I think it's a trap, maybe.
I mean, we'll see if he even needs it.
Yeah.
Trying to end the game this turn.
Yeah. Is it?
Oh.
Oh, we...
Interesting. Okay. Just jumping the gun, setting it immediately. Give
What?
All right, here goes Kagari.
Sometimes we're playing Duel Links.
Yep, and there it is an infinite impermanence, but this will surely be responded to at the Fallen and the Virtuous, maybe. Just taking out the Kagari, then he can engage for Ray and go into area 0, or sorry, equal. Sky Striker Ace 0.
No, what?
We're just gonna use
the what he just said?
What?
He just said that, right?
Yeah.
Well,
Yeah,
He just set that.
He absolutely set that one.
He just set that card. If anyone can hear us, he just set that.
But he's showing that it was the same card in the column.
No. The thing is, you can activate it the same turn
Oh,
instead by revealing another trap.
Yeah,
I forgot it had that effect. Okay, that makes sense why he said it first.
Yeah,
Okay.
I forgot. Like,
But
that's why he's there and we're over here, I suppose.
Which trap did he reveal?
No, but the
same
thing is,
one.
he revealed another one, so why would you reveal it? You know, you can just flip the one that was already set, I guess.
Yeah, I don't know.
You know, like, it's just, you can do it, but why would you then?
because to try to use 2 in 1 turn?
No, I guess there is if they have another impermanence in hand, that's the one reason, I guess. Fair enough, yeah. But, yeah.
Well, that's interesting.
Sequence.
Yeah. You know, technically that was correct.
No, it was correct.
That was absolutely the correct play.
It is.
I forget that Solemn Accusation has that extra ability.
Yeah,
we all did. And there's the linkage. That certainly spells doom for Mario. If there's not a miracle in his hand.
But
I must have missed him showing the other trap.
It was he just flipped the accusation that was in the imprint column,
But we were talking about the side decking and how the solemn cards going in could be huge, and he was not short on drawing an abundance of them here. Looks like the judge is shuffling up the deck so he can draw off the engage. I'm surprised Mario hasn't conceded this game yet. Oh, draw and Lockbird.
That would be why.
That's something.
I mean, is that enough to stop the damage from Kagari and linkage?
Already at 65, 15.
I think it's exactly...
Like even if Kagari had no spells in grade, 15,
no?
15.
It's like 65 is what you do usually with just one linkage. So I mean
it's just 8,000, right? 15, 15, 2, 8. Yeah.
It's Yep. There it is. So even without any spells in the graveyard, this would be exactly game. But
the Solemn Traps putting in work here for Hinfeng So.
Let's see, maybe, you know.
There's the linkage. It's going to resolve. This is going to summon 0.
So now the only hope is
0 can... I don't think there's light and dark in the grave at the moment.
He's checking the attributes.
Just to see if it's at 3,000. It doesn't need to be.
Yeah,
that is it. That is it. I mean, we knew that we were in for a fight, and we are heading into game 3. Solid effort, but in the end, you know, those Solemns really came in handy, drawing 3 total copies of, you know, between the 1 judgment and 2 accusations, and.
That'll do.
Ooh, all right, Synchro overtake first.
And that resolves.
Is he gonna reveal Remix? Let's see what monster he's gonna try to special summon that's listed on a Synchro. A lot of times we see Remix to summon Mix so you can get Q, and there's Remix.
Yep, no responses from Hingfeng, meaning no Molcharmies.
Yeah, that's big.
Mix is gonna add. We're off to the races. The music is playing.
Nyx grabs Rico here.
Next up.
Let's see how quickly we try to resolve Rotary. Or if we want to just go wide first.
A lot on the line here. You don't want to mess up at this late stage in the game. You want to make it over to that arena to play on the biggest stage of them all.
Now that we've done the check for wallows, Mario's figuring out the best way to play this hand to get the maximum amount of interruptions. There is the Rotary revealing the Rico, going to get the extra normal summon on the Rico. Rico is going to be able to use its effect to grab any cool tune that's not a level 3.
And he still has his normal summon available to him as well if anything goes wrong from this point on. But things are looking like it's just going to be whatever Mario wants to do. Going to add clip off of the Rico. It's always important to make sure you get the clip off one of those level 3s. I mean, if you already have Rotary, that's pretty much your only other option next to Mix, which you already have.
Absolutely, and here we'll see, of course, depending on what we have in hand, I think if we can, we'll just try and go for the Ash Blossom play as, you know, I think it makes a lot of sense to do.
All right, so
let's take a look.
So he's going to go Track Maker, Chain Link 1.
Oh, talents.
Feather Duster.
Ooh,
That's
Feather Duster, Crown, and Fallen.
All right, no Sky Striker
I
spells.
I mean, it's
Just
a lot of powerful
Rose.
cards, but I don't know how far it can go.
Yeah, not so premium, actually. I mean, you have one play.
The
Yeah.
talents could help him
And it's not
potentially.
a great play. Yeah.
Yeah, it's going to be a means of cutting off the Rose as well as cutting off the talents, but Hingfeng has 3 powerful tools to potentially make sure those cards go through.
Yeah, the Monadium reframing is something that Mario's really going to want to find access to right now, because if he can have an RS plus reframing, that can check a lot of what Hingfeng has. But the Harvey's Feather Duster will force that out anyways. So.
Yeah, the Duster really puts a wrench in all of this.
Yeah, I mean, Duster Talents is not bad. Definitely not the hand like Mario. You'd rather see a hand that's like, okay, I can stop that, I can stop that, I can stop that, but there's multiple things he's going to have to slow down here on.
We might just forgo the reframing entirely, because that would likely make it so
It
the
keeps,
Duster isn't too much.
keeps the Duster in hand as well.
But, I mean, you're going to get to Cool Tune Synchro no matter what.
That's true.
So you might as well protect that. You could do the 1-for-1 reframing for the Feather Duster
I
and just accept it.
Yeah, I imagine he had a Cool Tune Synchro, and then now with Track Maker, probably had Cool Tune Q if he doesn't already have it.
Or just JJ.
Either one would work.
I'm also thinking whether it makes more sense to go for Bell instead of Ash with that kind of end, just to stop, you know, the Ayate Kagari line. Even though,
yeah, I mean, but the Ash on the talents, because
Yeah.
he's probably going to be trying to draw 2.
I know, but it's close.
So he adds the JJ Cool Tune, which makes sense if he already has Q.
There it is.
So he opened with Rotary, Q,
I mean, just
Synchro Overtake.
a very strong hand.
I think the Q is gonna be crucial. Like that, it depends a lot on what it's on top on the deck. Like, really, there are a lot of premium draws from Hingfeng.
Absolutely. We see the Ash Blossom off the queue, opting for that one of the sisters.
Yeah, that makes sense.
Still potential to have the Ghost Spell in hand already.
Yeah, I mean, of course.
Oh yeah, I mean, at this point, any unknown sort of interaction could be just absolutely the nail in the coffin here.
The cards we know in hand of the 4 that are available are Cool Tune Synchro as well as Clip. We're going to be using the Clip now, actually, with the Q on the field.
Is he just going to make an RS here?
Is that Crackle? Or no, is that RS?
I can't quite see it.
It's Crackle.
Yeah, it's Crackle.
So he's going to clip a card out of the extra deck, Crackle a card out of the extra deck. Oh, he's probably going to be looking to summon back this Crackle, too, to continue his synchro summoning.
Yeah, this is usually the line you see when you're trying to go for the Vanadium Reframing play. This gives you access to a level 8 synchro very easily while putting Crackle back on the board.
Oh, Fua was one card away.
One card.
And Linkage is a very good one. You don't want to give him that. But the Fualos is still a useful card into Mario's turn.
You can just play it immediately.
He is going to keep him with the Fualos.
Yeah, but you're going to have to be mindful of it. Yet another card that Ash Blossom might have to be used on.
So now it's time to clip and Crackle the extra deck.
It's a Kagari. You can live without one.
Can we go for another? Because yeah, Crackle gets the look.
Now we're resolving Crackle. I'm getting rid of the single copy of Hayate. Could be potentially really strong.
Even if it's just a temporary banishment, if you can do it on Infun's turn, then there's nothing he can really do about it.
Okay, we're going to get rid of the Ecclesia.
F&V.
Yeah, maybe just try to eliminate the use of that card entirely, but easier said than done when the turn is successful. There's usually 3 targets in the extra deck anyway.
All right, so he's going to use the JJ Cool Tune, sending the Crackle to the graveyard. Now the Crackle is going to be able to summon itself back and take another card. Oh, no, it's temporary, so no point in doing that. Now it's going to be a level 8 synchro for that Visas Armata.
There it is. It hits the field. We can get access to that Vanadium Reframing that we've been talking about up to this point.
So he already has, yeah, he can do Remix, he can do back-to-back, he can do Zaylin.
This is what you have to do against a matchup like Striker. You can't play as conservative. You have to put up your maximum output because you have so many cards you need to respond to.
So he needs to navigate through the Duster, the normal summon, the Fallen, the Virtuous, and the Talents. And the Fua on top of the deck kind of is a little bit of a problem because if you're just going to find him, I might have considered just giving a fresh card, but you wouldn't want a Fua versus like an Engage or something like that.
You want to be able to control the variables as much as you can.
But if the Fua turns into a random card anyway,
you might have to use the Ash on it. And then just have something to negate the Talents.
That's true. There's Remix. Our judge is having a few questions at every play here for some reason.
Maybe just taking note of what is happening. I think the most difficult part is how do we deal with the Crown?
Yep, everything's good. Shocker. And let's see where he goes next.
I mean, this likely is the end of the turn. We just have to set up our Cool Tune Synchro and the Vanadium Reframing.
Yep, sets 2.
We have Ash in hand. We have 1 mystery card in hand. The Clip is still in the graveyard. We're going to be shuffling our deck before the end of the turn. Which means it's about to be Himfung's turn to try to crack this field. Has a lot of tools to potentially do so. All it takes is a misstep.
Yep, the Ecclesia goes back, just a temporary banish from the Clip.
Really, the Talents is the wild card in here.
The Talents can open the box for sure.
We'll also see when he uses the Fulos. He should wait to the main phase.
Just to make sure the Talents is live.
I mean, we can expect the Remix to be used before the main phase for sure.
I mean, that might be the other reason. If you want the Flawless to resolve, maybe you do it as soon as you can so they can't get ashed.
Yeah, a lot of decisions because Yeah, he could synchro immediately after using the remix effect, but then he wouldn't get the effect of the monster he summons on the field. He has the Cool Tune synchro to still summon again. But yeah, he's going to want to get that clip back in his hand as well. There's just so many different variables that and different ways to play this that
it's a very complicated game state for both players.
It is.
But the crown, if he starts with the crown, that's going to get reframing, and then the duster becomes useless.
Yeah, I can't imagine you start with that. I think you want to get the value out of the duster. We're going to
gonna
start with
start
Forbidden
with
Crown.
Not quite sure which phase this is in.
I would imagine it's the draw phase. He's trying to go after the remix before he has a chance to use it, but there's no reason not to reframing this.
I mean, yeah, you're getting better value off the reframing off this than it is on the Cool Tune Synchro.
Yeah, that's not quite it.
I feel like this is a gift given to Mario.
Yeah.
At this point, all the Duster does is let you choose when he makes his next summon.
If anything, maybe even gets lower value off of the Fualos, because might not even use it to synchro summon.
I guess Mario's considering he could chain the Cool Tune Synchro to the crown and then chain remix.
And then the Duster would trade with the reframing anyway. You just wouldn't activate it. Like,
I'm just trying to like run through what Mario's considering here.
I mean, you could take a few seconds just to think about it. I mean, there is no time. It's the most important game of your life, so that's fair enough. But
I feel like
pretty
this
sure he
interaction
would
might
go.
be the single most interaction of the game.
Yeah.
Is it Cool Tune Synchro or is it
yeah.
reframing?
does
It
make
is
sense.
reframing.
That is-
I think this makes sense.
Yeah, I can't believe he started with the crown.
Yeah.
I mean, we've seen a lot of surprises from this player up to this point.
He's not going to use remix before they get to the main phase?
I think they might just be passing priority back while we're still in the draw. I'm not quite sure.
There's no way Mario doesn't use it before the main phase.
When you have Ash Blossom in the graveyard, you want to put that back in your hand immediately.
And your opponent has talents in hand, yeah.
Unless we have some plans to back for it.
Well, now he's going into the graveyard, so I think that kind of gives the game away on what he's going to do. But it is Hinfun's turn, so he gets to make the next action after the chain resolves.
It's just going to be Fua. But now he can chain the remix and synchro and not give him a draw. But yeah, Hinfeng, so definitely wanting to use that Fualos before the Ash Blossom goes back to hand.
I mean, now we know it's just Rose.
Talent, Fallen in the Virtuous, and
from this position, what do you even have to do? If you do nothing, how far can the Rose go?
oh, and Duster, that was the last one.
Yeah.
It's just Rose with no Sky Strikers?
Nope.
Yeah.
Feels like it's really banking on the talents then to draw two useful cards.
Yeah, he's for sure using the remix here. There's no way.
Right, but I think we're perfectly fine making it so we don't have to play into the Fualos at all.
Yeah.
Like, give 0 draws and let him play with the Rose.
Nope, guess he doesn't use it. But I mean, he could use the remix and still give him 0 draws and get the Ash Blossom back, and then add clip off of.
I imagine he has a plan here. We're going to use the Feather Duster. Just going to get the value out of the Cool Tune Synchro.
Does he add a level 3 to go into Zaylin? Does he add a mix so when he adds back clip, he can do something? He's going to go for Q.
Yeah, I think
it kind of looks like his plan is to just do nothing.
Yeah, I agree. I think he is going to do nothing.
Wheels.
Yeah, because currently Hinfeng's hand doesn't do anything.
Yeah. You can just strand him with the talents that doesn't do anything.
I mean, you can summon Rose, go into Hayate, send like linkage, Kagari the linkage, go into area 0 or Sky Striker area 0, and then like has something, right?
But that guarantees you another turn.
Yeah, but I feel like I don't know. We'll see. We'll see how it all plays out. I'd rather just stop all my opponent's cards.
If you think about it, he only has one card that does anything right now.
But it kind of snowballs a bit. I think this is a bit of a bold way to go about it, but...
I think if he did anything to try to stop this Rose, he couldn't stop the talents from resolving or deny the Flawless Rush. Either way, there's going to be variables that he can't control. He's doing it in a way that leaves everything in the open, gives him perfect information going into the following turn, so he doesn't have to deal with any new variables.
But he doesn't have that many cards in his hand even. Like, it's just the Q and whatever the other card is.
I mean, almost certainly he's going to still have a board.
I guess.
Hayate hits the field. Will swing, get access to either engage or linkage.
Maybe his plan is to remix during the battle phase? I guess that would make sense. He could remix during the battle phase, synchro with the track maker, take out the Hayate, right?
That would work. I don't know if you're how willing you are to give him the draw for the Fualos. Maybe you. It's just fine. One draw is fine.
Just one?
Especially if you're making a Zalen anyway. But
I mean, yeah, the Zalen's checked by the F and V basically. I don't know.
Remix is a tricky card. It's not one of the during the main phase effects, so there's a lot more to think about in terms of timing. A lot of these synchro type effects are limited to just the main phase, partially to simplify it.
definitely leaves options a little bit more restricted. Hayate is going to be able to connect, gets to resolve its effect here, sending a striker card from the deck to the graveyard. It's going to be engage.
Which will surely turn into a linkage here eventually.
Yep, there's currently 2 other spells in the graveyard. So likely...
The F and V will give him the 3rd.
Yeah.
Using the F and V on the engage lets him keep his entire field intact as well.
I imagine he's just going to use it on one of the, like trying to use it on the remix to force out the...
You definitely have to remix in the battle phase.
Which I think also makes, you know, sending the engage not too ideal. I thought you could just probably go for linkage because you know the Ash is there as an option. Even though you have talent, you know, you can have at least a think of it, about it.
I wonder if we're ever trying to do a play that synchros with the rotary? Does rotary hit monsters or any card from the graveyard?
I'm pretty sure it's any card. Alright, so he's going to add back with remix and then special.
It is any card. Doesn't target either, just place a card.
Alright, Mario's sweating a little bit, doesn't necessarily have a set game plan with this right now. Ash Blossom is confirmed going to the hand, but what will we summon off the remix? It's going to be Mix.
So I mean, if he's going to get Mix, is he going to synchro right away, or is he going to use the effect of Mix to add?
Seems like he used it.
Yeah, it seems like he's using the effect to add here, which means we're not going to try to go after the Hayate yet. We're just going to get back into Rico from the graveyard. And then pass play back to Nfung.
Alright, so we're still in the end of the battle phase, or in the battle phase.
Likely going to go in the main phase, trying to make sure that we get as many opportunities to turn the talents live. Kagari is going to go after the engage. That's going to be met with the Ghost Bell.
Wow. Oh, that's huge, because now he can check
I was
the
imagine he's going to still have it. Yeah.
Talents. Now it all makes sense.
I mean, now the game's over.
The last card that we didn't know was Ghost Bell.
Yeah, this Ghost Bell is just the nail in the coffin.
Decided to do the line that tunneled Hinfeng into this series of plays, forced him to play into the Ghost Bell and Haunted Mansion.
And he still did give him the draw for Fulos.
No new variables is the name of the game here with Cool Tune. How far can a Fallen and the Virtuous go?
So if you are just tuning in, or if you've forgotten, the last two cards are Fallen and the Virtuous and Triple Tactics Talent.
Yep, for taking some time to consider what his options are, if he even has any from this point. Really checking to see if there are any other extract monsters that he hasn't been able to utilize yet that could prove useful in this exact situation, but I don't think there will be any. I mean, he's considering what he can do without drawing off the talents, right? So what can he do if he takes one of those monsters?
I mean, that would be his only option.
Because drawing is just not going to work here. But I don't think there's an answer.
He's looking for one somewhere in his mind.
Gonna find one in his binder.
Four cards in hand.
There's just too much going on.
That's a lot of cards.
If he checks his extra deck again, I don't know.
I mean, he knows this is potentially the last play he has in his tournament career here at the World Championship.
The classic.
Maybe he's thinking about taking something, destroying it with FNV, and trying to get into some kind of grind state, but that's not going to happen.
I mean, yeah, seeing what he can do maybe with... I mean, there's nothing that would turn on... you could go into Azalea here with Vivis, yeah? Potentially.
It's light.
But we don't have any Dark to turn the Kagari into? Because Zeke doesn't get you anywhere.
No.
We're going to try to take from
take
hand.
a look.
Okay.
Wow.
we knew about the Q in hand. We knew about the Rico getting added back.
He has a Veiler, too.
Yeah.
Oh.
We're just going to get rid of the Q. Sure.
Does nothing.
Looks like we might be getting a slow play warning here.
Yeah.
I mean, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Seems fair enough, and I think also if you're Hinfeng, you just take it and be like,
Yeah, sure.
sure, yep, you got me. But I really needed to think this one very all the way through.
I mean, now your only real option is to go into the Shizuku, which is going to get hit with the effect failure.
Yeah.
Fallen and the Virtuous can go after a card, try to set another Fallen and Virtuous, but that will be met with the Ash Blossom, and then the Rico can clean up this game.
Yeah, this is delaying the inevitable here at this point. Shout outs to Canada, though. I hope you're all watching and cheering on Mario D'Amico. It's been many, many years since we had a world champion from Canada, and he is moments away from making it to the finals. There's really nothing that can go wrong for him at this point, unless he decides not to summon Rico next turn.
He's been playing extremely tight up to this point. We've seen him every game, very methodical about his plays.
I think I'm about to claim him, Billy.
No, sorry. It's too late, Marcello. You already shunned him yesterday. You didn't have faith yesterday after he lost, despite the bounce back here.
There is the
I mean,
Shizuku.
it's your pick for the event, and the other semifinals will have my own pick in Josh Kelly. So we'll see whether we have an all, final between the two. But yeah, as expected, Effect Veiler comes down.
Yep, and now we're still going to be in the end phase using the Fallen and the Virtuous here. Try to go after a card that's going to resolve, but Oh no, we're gonna
No,
actually.
we're in the main phase because you can't use the effect failure in the end
Yeah,
phase.
just Amatsu.
No, I assumed he was just going to pass with the Shizuku still, but he's going to use. Might as well make it into an Amatsu, have some form of interaction here. Given, I mean that they'll have to get rid of the mix now, but that wouldn't really matter too much either.
Gotta be careful not to get another slow play warning here in the same turn, but
yeah, you can
tell.
There's the Follow the Virtuous,
like,
yep, going after the mix, trying to make sure it doesn't immediately answer the Amatsu. Going to send an Albion. The Albion is going to be met with Ash Blossom.
Yep, just leaving him on an Amatsu.
And yep, that's it.
I would have just tapped the deck, but that's just me.
Not allowed. Not at the World Championship.
I would have cut it in half.
Mario not doing anything more than he needs to right now. He is just simply going to draw for turn and play as optimally as he can into the single interaction that Infeng has.
I'm sure the nerves were all the way there, but now he can take a moment, enjoy the moment, and you know, just this amazing journey throughout the entire year. And now he's just moments away from getting the first seat at the final of the World Championship.
Absolutely. We're going to start off with that Rico that we saw in hand. It's going to be able to add a card from the graveyard or deck to the hand. Luckily, just keeping pieces from the graveyard to have more valuable draws in the deck, even though it doesn't really matter at this point. Looks like he's eyeing the Rotary. Rotary's an interesting one. Can give you an additional normal summon. Not going to be able to use its effect. Look at the hand with no hand there. We're just going to be able to synchro with the Rico on the field into another copy of Trackmaker. Just the effect of Trackmaker here, as well as the Rotary effect to look at the graveyard and banish a card, or sorry, put it back in the deck. I'm gonna just go ahead and put the Engage back. Trackmaker is grabbing a second copy of JJ Cool Tune here. Now we're going to be activating it. What will we swap out? We'll swap out the Trackmaker that we summoned this turn into Mix. Mix is going to be able to get another monster. Just going to grab a Q from the graveyard. And now we will synchro summon with the Armatara that is a level 10. That's going to be back-to-back, and that's a surrender. We have our first finalist in Mario D'Amico from North America, Canada.
Absolutely phenomenal play. You can see how carefully these players are playing. Don't want to make any mistakes this late in the game. In Mario, playing as conservative as possible, controlling all the variables that he can, and making it all the way to the finals. We're now one win away from him.
him off those high-level spellcasters on the field, and we're going to start off with the Celtic Mystic normal summon.
Oh, all right.
That's a card. Yeah, we haven't got to see
this one.
We haven't
Not
got
on our
see
side, anyway.
But it means if he uses the effect, he will only be able to summon one more time from the extra deck for the rest of the turn. But
all right, we see one powerful card in his hand. That is the Fallen of the White Dragon, along with another copy of Celtic Mystic and Perulia, as well as the Magician of Darkness that we searched earlier.
Yeah, this is going to be an extremely powerful effect. Basically, a graceful charity, drawing 3 cards, and then discarding 2.
Finding new ways to use the same powerful effects from yesteryear. You're going to get rid of that Perulia. We could expect that.
Yep.
What else will we get rid of? A Fallen the Virtuous. Wow. Interesting.
Probably means he just has another copy in his hand, I'd imagine. Or his other cards are just so good he doesn't need it.
I mean, he might be getting access to Retribution, trying to add it back that way, so it's just free. I don't even think it actually mentions Albaz, right?
Which one?
This Fallen the Virtuous actually mentioned Albaz?
I'm sure it does.
Because it sends in the card from the extract that mentions Albaz, so the Albaz is there.
Yeah,
like,
so
the word is there.
Mentioning Fallen of Albaz mentions Albaz.
Yes.
All right, Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos comes down to the field.
Oh, we're going to get Fallen the Virtuous.
That's the effect of Celtic Mystic, being able to summon it.
That's going to immediately grab back the Fallen the Virtuous, of course. We see Brandon and High Spirits in hand as well, but we do already have access to the Fallen of the White Dragon. A very strong hand from Josh Kelly now. We only have one more summon from the extract now after resolving the effect of Celtic Mystic, if I'm correct.
One more.
All right, Titaniclad going to the graveyard to special summon Fallen of the White Dragon.
It's going to be able to summon from the deck in this instance. Was considering the Dogmatic Ecclesia, but we'll see if it's just going to be the classic Incredible Ecclesia here. We do have one summon left from the extra deck, so we'll see if we are going to go into Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon. We're going to be synchroing with the Fallen of the White and the Ecclesia into... Okay, no, it's the 3 Champions of Sword Soul.
That's going to be the last extra deck summon for the turn, so we can imagine it might be add something like Dogmatica Ecclesia.
Or we're going to get Farah.
Farah, okay.
That's a cool card.
This is my first time seeing Farah today. This all weekend, really.
Yep.
But Farah's going to go ahead and show
itself to protect the next spell he plays.
I love this Light and Darkness Ritual deck.
Yeah, typically seen as a one-of in this strategy because of its accessibility to the 3 Champions.
Shows Fallen and the Virtuous.
Just confirming the cards that were added, I think. Taking a read of Farah. Not necessarily a card that comes up too often, but an absolutely gorgeous card. Looks like we're just going to be setting Fallen the Virtuous as well as another card here. And then during the end... Oh, no, we're going to activate the Skull Archfiend here.
To put that Ghost Spell back into the deck, a card that maybe he doesn't want Logan to have in the graveyard to add back off something like Remix later on, potentially.
Yeah, might as well remove the option. Skull Archfiend hits the field, can't go into the extract anymore because of the effect of Celtic Mystic. Oh, actually, Fallen Virtuous is still in the hand. We still have 2 cards set. It looks like it's going to be High Spirits and another mystery card. Now in the end phase, we can resolve Titaniclad. Going to be able to either summon or add. We are going to be summoning Dogmatica Ecclesia.
Yeah.
I knew it would come down eventually.
Ecclesia grabs yet another copy of Fallen the Virtuous. Will we be using it in the end phase?
Logan double checking the text there on Farah. Yep. Really good card when your opponent has monsters to take. I mean, even just being able to protect your powerful spells is also huge, but that second effect to come back from the graveyard and steal a monster.
And it lasts until the end of the next turn.
Okay.
It's the protection for, I believe he showed Fallen and the Virtuous with it.
Yep, so we'll know that will go through.
Yeah, great display here from Josh. Not a surprise. He has been playing amazing all weekend. And for anyone who might have missed it yesterday, you know, after our quarterfinals, we went on to the second one of Sky Striker, which totally lasted for about 1 hour and 20, 30 minutes. And when we were done, Josh was still playing his match, which lasted 2 hours. It was a 2-hour-long quarterfinals, and he came out on top. So, you know.
Yeah, I couldn't believe their match was still going after that Sky Striker mirror match we saw yesterday. I kept wondering why we weren't getting updates, but it turned out they were still dueling.
Yeah.
A deck like this can grind for a very long time. That is the efficiency of a Mind Shuffle as well as those rituals. We saw the Fallen Virtuous using its effect to reborn the Incredible Ecclesia in the graveyard to give some more options to interact with Logan on the following turn. But it is Logan's turn now. How will he navigate the situation, or will it prove too difficult?
A good, strong field for Josh Kelly. I'm just happy we got to see the Celtic Mystic. It's one of like the coolest looking cards.
All right, starting off with the draw phase Infinite Permanence on the Incredible Ecclesia here.
Not bad, not bad. Trying to stop the Fallen Albaz interruption during his turn. Fallen Albaz being able to summon on their turn to go into the Dragon that Devours Dogma. Such an incredible form of disruption.
It looks like that will be resolving. And now we are in the main phase, going to be normal summoning Kultun Mix. We're going to respond with the effect of Mind Shuffle. Looks like we're using the effect to add in this instance. Just going to grab the Blackluster Soldier, Soldier of Light and Darkness, and then discard the Pharah.
Works pretty well in the graveyard.
Yeah, we haven't seen a lot of Blackluster Soldier this weekend because, you know, the heavy combo decks usually only play the Magician of Dark Chaos, but it is a very good interruption.
Did we... All right, looks like Pharah hits the field.
Yep.
I'm going to use the effect there to take control of the monster with the highest attack.
Absolutely a phenomenal card. And one of the coolest looking extended arts for sure.
He's got 2 of them on his field from Chaos Origin. But he's got the, looks like he's doing the clip next.
He did a rotary effect to additional normal summon.
Okay.
Yeah, and I think
It was Q revealed.
we used the Ecclesia just to make space, since we can still use the effect.
Yep, you just used it while it's still going to resolve negated because of the Infinite Permanence, and now we are going to be swapping out the Pharah for the Blackluster Soldier with the effect of Mind Shuffle, and Rotary will resolve and extra normal summon the Q, which will be able to activate, but Blackluster Soldier will be able to respond and banish it.
Josh Kelly just putting on a masterclass with this deck.
I mean, knowing how to use his responses, how to time his responses correctly. But Logan taking advantage of the power of Kultun, keeping bodies on the field by using Q's effect.
Yeah, the Q was really important here to guarantee yet one more body.
Rico hits the board now, going to be able to activate its effect, grabbing another Kultun monster from the deck or graveyard.
Looks like he's going to Mind Shuffle here.
Yep, going to be Mind Shuffling not once per turn, simply once per chain. Going to be able to swap out the Blackluster Soldier this time. Or sorry, not the Blackluster, the Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos. We'll see what he summons. It's going to be a Celtic Mystic.
Wow.
Multiple copies of Celtic Mystic in the deck. So cool.
Yeah.
And another mix goes into Logan's hand.
There's gonna be 3 more cards.
That's nice. So you have to return a level 7 or higher monster, but the monster you summon has no level restriction. He just has to mention the Light and Darkness ritual.
So we're gonna reveal the end, which was already known, and now we get to draw 3.
Mind Shuffle, just such an incredible card.
It's a really cool moment that it's referencing from the original as well.
Mind Shuffle?
The Mind Shuffle in this case is the shuffling of the 2 Yugis against Pegasus.
That's my favorite part about that card. So just this lone Rico staring down a very scary field.
Yugi himself discarding the Pharah and another copy of Perulia.
And then here comes the Fallen and the Virtuous to try and take out that Rico. We could be moments away from having to go into game number 2. Going to send Renbrum, the Striking Dragon, to the graveyard.
I mean, could pose a threat, but not in this board state. Too many monsters to even try.
I think Logan just has more plays.
Nope,
Duel's Genesis.
That will get him to another monster on the field through Synchro Overtake.
Yep, another way to keep pushing.
Is Josh out of responses here?
He spent most of them, it seems, unless he has any more unknown interactions in the hand. We don't think we know what the set card is.
I think it's Brandon in High Spirits.
It was Forbidden Crown, that would just seal the deal.
Synchro Overtake hits the board.
I don't know much.
Ash Blossom.
He saw 3 new cards. It's possible.
Yep, reveals Remix. Did he already use? He already used Mix Effect, right?
I think he's used everything.
Because yeah, Mix is on the other side of the field.
Thing is, when you play a deck like Josh and you forgo to go over 40, it's very, you have very tight space for non-engine. So I don't even know, what more could we expect from him in this regard.
I mean, even still, if Logan is off to the races from this point on, how far can he go? Notably, the Blackluster Soldier cannot be affected by card effects that do not target it and is protecting his spells and traps from being destroyed while it's on the field.
Trackmaker is one of those effects that doesn't target either, so... Not that I don't think if you sent anything back with Trackmaker would make much of an impact on this field. Maybe he wanted his mix back, I guess.
That'd be something.
Yeah.
And if you try to go after the Blackluster Soldier, he can simply use Mind Shuffle again to swap it out. That is what makes this strategy so difficult to deal with. You can only target them, but they have an answer for that too.
How is it with battle?
I believe Blackluster Soldier also makes it so they can't be destroyed by battle.
It's not a whole lot.
Yeah.
Not a whole lot you can do.
Yeah, the answers to Blackluster Soldier, you just tag into the Magician of Dark Chaos, and if they can answer that, you go back into the Blackluster Soldier. The Blackluster Soldier gets you through the opponent's turn. The Magician of Dark Chaos makes it so you can play on your turn, and it is such a healthy balance, switching between.
Always got to get that balanced diet of warriors and spellcasters.
Right. It always jars me.
It's the Yu-Gi-Oh! Bread and butter.
Yeah.
Throw some dragons in there. Yep.
I understand that Blackluster Soldier was initially an Earth, but like when I looked at that card and Soldier of Light and Darkness was an Earth, I could not understand. There is that Brandon High Spirits. Destroyed off the effect of Rico. Inconsequential. Just going to take a look at the hand again. We see a Ragged Records of Rights as well as a Black Chaos in hand now. Those are new off the effect of Celtic Mystic.
Logan Johnson not giving up. Even if he has a small chance at win, there's still no reason to not give it your all here. It's the semifinals. The winner will go on to face Mario.
Yep, these players are absolutely going to put on a show for us. We are now resolving our Cool Tune effects. Trackmaker and Rotary have resolved. Rotary looked at the hand, added Cool Tune Synchro. Now we're resolving Trackmaker to grab another Cool Tune card. Will it be JJ Cool Tune just to potentially put more monsters on the field? Just a second copy of Cool Tune Synchro, twice per turn, notably.
Twice per turn.
But that is both copies that are available to use.
Yep.
This might be the only turn you have available to use them.
And I mean, he's going to try and clean up somehow. I mean, even the Ecclesia is going to be hard for him to get rid of. Like,
Yeah, there's so many things that are just annoying about this board. All right, looks like we're going to be using the Track Maker as well as Mix from the hand to Synchro Summon into Loudness War. Yep, now Mix will likely go after the Blackluster Soldier to no avail, and we will use Track Maker in the same chain, which will at least, if you swap out the Blackluster Soldier, we can get rid of the Mind Shuffle.
But he already used Mind Shuffle this turn, right?
It's once per chain to swap out.
Oh, that's right. That's right. The swapping is once per chain. Yep.
It's so annoying.
I'm sure Pegasus was annoyed too.
Yeah.
Yugi and the Pharaoh kept doing it also.
Yep, Mix is going to target the Blackluster Soldier. We are going to use the effect of Mind Shuffle in response.
Then the Loudness War can chain, as you said, to take out the Mind Shuffle with the Rico effect.
Up even better, and now Track Maker will be able to get rid of something as well that's going to put back the Chosen Sword. So all of a sudden, this is not looking too bad.
I mean,
it's not great.
But we're making headway.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Making headway. The Mind Shuffle not being on the field anymore when its effect resolves doesn't do anything. It's continuous.
Yeah.
I'm pretty sure Farah's like monster stealing is permanent as well. I don't think it's going to be coming back to Logan.
I mean, Logan's doing the best that he can.
Yeah.
Brandon High Spirits in the end phase, going to be able to go back to the hand, as well as the Incredible Ecclesia. Now we have so many cards on the field that's just going to generate more value. As soon as that Skull Archfiend goes to the graveyard one more time, it's going to be able to get even more resources, going to be able to summon itself back to the field.
But also we have 7 cards in hand at the moment. Like we,
You know,
the resources are just flowing.
Josh's deck has a lot of ability to put up interruptions, but that's not really what makes it so strong. It's its ability to prolong the game, make sure it stays alive, stays in it to play another turn. But it looks like in the end phase, we still have Fallen the Virtuous going to go after Celtic Mystic. And now the Albion still in the end phase will be able to grab another and send it to the field. Finally, Josh draws for turn. The third Perulia. Why not?
Not useful, but...
I mean, we discard cards in this deck. It's fine.
True, true. Now, do you think Josh Kelly's on double Mind Shuffle? I think that's usually
All standard.
the case.
It's very standard to be on double Mind Shuffle. We're going to start off by using Mix and Ecclesia to go into Loudness War, perhaps.
Yeah.
No, it looks like we are going to be linking away with the Mix and the Skull Archfiend.
Ecclesia in the Dark Dragon?
Oh no, we are going to put a Synchro Summon.
Yeah.
Oh, is that
For a
pack
pack
bid?
bid.
We're going to
Master Pack
Synchro
Bid.
Summon.
Wow.
But
That's
it's
so
used
cool.
for a Synchro Summon, so he's going to use the tuner in the graveyard.
That's so cool to actually
The
see it be
mix.
summoned because he took the mix.
I wonder if this has ever come up before.
I'm sure.
And so you always see something that you never seen before at Worlds.
And we are just going to convert it.
It also works when sent to the graveyard.
It's the mix now. Because
Oh yeah, Mix is going to trigger because it was used as Synchro.
Yep.
yeah, you
Oh,
can,
yeah.
I assumed that was going to happen. I wanted to see what we did with it, but the pack bit is going to resolve and put the Loudness War into the Spell and Trap zone.
I don't know if I've ever seen a Loudness War there.
Now we just have to find a way to Flame Burge. I mean, the situation is getting just more and more difficult for Logan. 2 Cool Tune Synchros set, no monsters to really use them with. We know the Fallen the Virtuous as well. Josh knows every card and has, as you mentioned, 7 cards in hand to deal with them. Or I guess more now,
There goes the Mind Shuffle back into the deck.
as well as a copy of Fallen the Virtuous. See, this is the deck that can also actually go infinite with Fallen the Virtuous between the Ecclesia and the Dark Dragons, putting themselves back in the extra deck, and the Skull Archfiend of Chaos, putting the Fallen the Virtuous back in the deck. You can potentially use this card every single turn for the entirety of the game.
Yeah, we talked about it yesterday. One of the most impactful cards we saw here at the World Championship, and it is putting in work here for Josh Kelly.
He wants to go infinite, but he's putting 2 of them back.
All right, Skull Arching the Chaos on the field. Could go into Chaos Angel, maybe?
I saw a extended Arc Chaos Angel on the table in one of the feature matches on the other side.
I believe it was from him using this exact board.
Yeah, you may be prescient here.
Oh, wow. I was joking, but that's cool. That's awesome.
Definitely come up before. There it is. A Light and Dark Chaos Angel. Maximum value. Going after the Fallen and the Virtuous. Which, I mean, does affect it because it's not a monster effect. Just getting it out of the way. Going to be able to send Ecclesia and the Dark Dragon to the graveyard.
Josh Kelly's deck is really cool. But he had so many cards on his field last turn, and now an open field.
But they're just all in his hand now. It's not like the resources are depleted. They will find their way back onto the field.
And he knows that the last 2 are Cool Tune Synchros as well.
Yeah, not doing too much. I guess he could add, he already used mix effects, so he could add Clip and something else going to RS. Clip and Rico.
Now we're going to use Black Chaos, putting back its ritual form into the deck to summon it, and this is a strong effect right now.
Just to force out both of the Cool Tune Synchros.
2 cards on the field.
Non-targeting. I think we're going to leave the Loudness War there.
Might as well.
This is Funi.
It's a little not so loud in the Spell and Trap zone.
Yeah, now it's just background music.
Quiet War.
There you go. Quiet War.
Quiet Scuffle. I mean, at this point, Josh is just going through the motions. Comfortable position for him. All he has to do is not make a misstep. We're going to be activating the Cool Tune Synchro before Black Chaos has the opportunity to use its effect, I imagine. Just trying to make something happen here. But even then, while the Loudness War is there, Black Chaos does have to hit 2 cards for it to use its effect, but the Loudness War being stuck in the Spell and Trap zone will always give a second card.
So he's going to add Rico, and then I imagine, yeah, he'll just use the next one.
Yep.
This should be Clip, I'd imagine, just in case he's worried about... Well, yeah, I mean, the Black Chaos just makes things so difficult.
It's a solid effort by Logan. I mean, he's really trying his best all game long. But
I mean, it's an extremely difficult position to have been put in.
Yeah, we've seen Cool Tune fold to much less.
Given it was a particularly strong hand, being able to play through 3 forms of cutting off the bodies on the field. There is a Q to the hand.
So Q and Rico.
Just trying to have some follow-up in case there is another turn.
I don't think there will be.
I mean, like the best he could do if he ever tried to put anything on the field is remix, right? Just to cut off the Black Chaos effect. Otherwise, they're immediately answered.
Yeah, he might not have enough like tuners in the graveyard to make it big enough to matter. Or it would just get taken out anyway.
Yeah, like he'd be forced to use it immediately. It doesn't do anything.
Just look at the speed. Josh knows this is game, and he's just gonna make sure to close it out as soon as possible and move on to game 2.
Yeah, he's just gonna get Celtic Mystic. Yep. I love that he's using that card. Now he can banish the Griffo if he wants, or
counts as the full tribute. Oh, that's just level 8. Yeah.
Yeah.
That'll do.
Yep. Gonna add back Light and Darkness Ritual. Use it again.
And that is it. I'm pretty sure Logan is calling it a day. Game 1 goes to Josh Kelly.
Very decisive victory, I want to say.
Yeah, played very well to perfection, and really like utilizing Celtic Mystic was cool. Like maybe his opening hand like didn't get there because he had to start with that Celtic Mystic to draw 3 cards, discard 2, and then ended up with one of the biggest fields we've seen so far this weekend. I
mean, definitely not a weak hand. We saw the Fallen of the White Dragon in there as well. We're just really seeing what you can do with both those engines together. We've seen so many 60-card variants.
we sure it's just the Ash Blossom?
I was fairly certain.
Oh, no.
Okay.
Well, then things are looking pretty good here for Logan Johnson.
Indeed.
I will say there was a Fall in the Virtuous in the hand, so, you know, that does help play into Cool Tune quite well. We're now going to be synchroing with that Rotary as well as that Rico. Now, we've seen this several times into matchups like this where they're not going for the conservative line anymore. They're putting as much of their resources on the field. Now we're going to be using the Ash on the
Rotary.
Oh, he made Rotary Chainlink too because he didn't expect them to be in the deck. And Josh caught him on that. Now he's going to be playing without the information. I think this matchup becomes significantly harder when you're playing without that information.
Yeah, we've seen players do this a couple times. Even Mario in the last game, they did the Rotary Chainlink 2 so they could see the hand before they add. I get that on cue because you want to see and then you can decide what's on top of the deck. But when it's a situation like this, I don't like you're pretty much always going to get the same card as Trackmaker anyway. Sometimes it's better to hide the Rotary, but
it's mainly because you don't expect that card to be in their deck at all. When you're playing into a deck like this where they're playing such a heavy engine, you're not trying to play around anything. You're trying to make your best board possible. And that just got punished here. Josh knew that was a potential. He didn't try to stop the early play. Was hoping that Rotary would be Chainlink 2 so you can catch it with the Ash Blossom, and now has a lot more of an advantage trying to play into the board, but again, still has to play into the board.
And there's the Ash Blossom off the cue. That'll come back to the hand from the remix. This game's coming up all Logan.
Looks like we're going to be going into a Loudness War. Oh, no, sorry, that was Zalen. That was a level 3 Q. There's a Perulia again.
Oh, Harmonia. Yeah.
I think you can keep the Perulia.
Perulia follows Josh Kelly, except for when it's actually useful.
They're always one card away, it seems.
Yeah.
But don't worry, if you're going first, you'll see all three.
Oh, classic, yeah. So this is the bread and butter board we've seen from a Cool Tune a lot of the times. Zalen plus Remix with a set face down.
Almost certainly will be Cool Tune Synchro. A few more cards in hand as well that will be useful into Josh's turn. We'll see how strong of a hand Josh has. Has 4 cards remaining, drawing into a useless Perulia, so only 4 playable cards potentially.
Yeah. I feel like the Remix, adding back the Ash Blossom is going to be huge.
He won't be able to sneak by a Celtic Mystic here to maybe get a hand refresh. There's like no shot of that happening.
Yeah, Logan saw what can happen when Celtic Mystic's effect resolves in that first game.
It's like we're not starting off with the R's. We're going to actually start off with Nadir Servant.
Interesting.
Not going to go in the extra deck this turn.
Does he chain Remix to try and Zalen? Oh, he
There's a
has
Ghost
Got Ghost Spell. Oh, because he's going to add from the graveyard as well.
Ghost Belt's always the unknown that gets you.
That is difficult. Looking at Josh's hand, it's not very strong. He has the Fall in the Virtues, but I do think he opened Mind Shuffle as well. You hate to see it in your opening hand. Actually, well, no, I don't. I thought I saw a trap card. I was incorrect. It might have been the Nadir Servant. Okay, we're going to use the Perulia.
Why not?
You literally might as well. It's another copy of Ash Blossom.
Is this Fallen?
Yeah, that is Fall in the Virtuous.
Just trying to force out the Zalen. If he goes after the Zalen, do you just use Remix and negate with Zalen because you're going to end up using Remix anyway, or do you just let the Zalen go and then maybe go trying to find? I don't think he has a way to get into back-to-back to summon back the Zalen this turn, so I don't know if there's any point in holding the effect. Oh, he's going after Cool Tune.
Oh.
JJ Cool Tune, sorry. Huh.
Trying to force an interaction from Logan here, maybe.
Well, now you definitely don't Zalen it.
Yeah, I think Josh is just hoping for Logan to make a mistake, trying to make do with what he has. He's just going to let it go.
Yeah. Most players are on 2 JJ Cool Tunes in this tournament anyway.
I mean, with that, I think this might just be a concession.
Yeah.
Not enough to play. It's just an incredible Ecclesia as well as Ash Blossom in the hand. You were locked out of your extra deck because, oh no, Nadir Servant, his activation was negated.
Because it was Ghost Bell.
Now we're going to be activating the effect of Remix. I imagine, was it a pass that?
Yeah, I'm thinking the same, that we might have tried, yeah. possibly.
I do like this game going to a game number 3.
Now, if you're Logan, are you using the Ash Blossom on the Albion here? I feel like you would.
All right, so the mix is going to get hit with Ash Blossom. Logan's going to just negate that with Zaylin since it was
You might as well.
2. Yep.
Yeah. It's going to be able to resolve grabbing Q to the hand,
If
and
this
then...
if this is Master Duel, you would negate the first effect.
Nice.
The first effect is the most recent one that happens in Master Duel. It can be a little tricky if you're familiar with it.
Ash was indeed used on the Albion, and now, yeah, we're just moments away from having enough damage to close this one out and get to game 3.
Yeah, and he's just going to grab a surrender.
That is it.
Yep. Let's do this. Both semifinal matches going the distance. Game 3, but Josh Kelly will get to go first, and we saw what happened in game number 1 when he was able to start the play.
I mean, this is the difficult one, right? When you have a deck that powerful, you have access to your side deck. You're not going to drop Perulia this time. And you, as Logan Johnson, what can you possibly do?
It's not even gonna really help here. I mean,
Adds the Skull Archfiend to Chaos, sends it to the graveyard, sends Light and Darkness Ritual, can add the Dark Magician, Black Chaos.
Do we have a drone Lockbird for it? No, we don't.
Wait,
oh, wait. Oh,
wait.
Oh, Perulia.
Okay.
Sure, sure.
All right, we got a game on our hands.
yeah, we still cannot really use it. So
We're going to use Light and Darkness Ritual now in the graveyard to go ahead and grab itself back, along with a card that mentions it. We're going to get the Griffo.
No bell.
Not
Didn't
this
hear
time.
no bell.
You get to make the Rocky reference before me? All right,
Ooh.
there's Celtic Mystic.
That's going to give a
Sad.
draw.
Yeah, we said before, this time around it makes sense. Because at
Yeah.
least we are, you know, we gotta reveal the entire end.
I mean, Logan's not going to be happy about this when he sees it.
Yeah.
You ever do those hand reveal effects and you look at their hand, you are more upset now than you were before?
Look at this. Wow.
Oh my goodness.
Wow. What an end.
Wow.
Fallen of White's in there
I
too.
mean,
And Logan sinks a little bit.
I mean,
but
the Perilia is life-saving right now.
yeah, yes.
He needed that Mulcharming Perilia, or this would have been a really uphill battle. But at least now he has a chance to draw into some of those high-impact cards that we've been talking about, if they are included in his deck.
let's see, big moment.
Okay,
ooh, other good cards. Like,
Oh, no.
wow. The Celtic Mystic.
And Record of Rights goes to the graveyard.
Sure, don't need to do that anything with that anymore. Just getting rid of some of the redundancy. Getting rid of the Black Cast as well. Again, the redundancy here.
Oh well.
I mean, we'll see how much he wants to commit from this position.
Yeah. Did you see what the face done? Was it a fallen?
It's
or?
fallen, yeah.
Okay.
Looks like he might be summoning another from hand, thinking about sending for the Fallen of the White Dragon.
I mean, it's worth it, right?
Definitely.
Is it with the card he drew? I mean, I guess.
What's
so.
one more card
You're
for
getting
like,
way more cards.
Yeah.
one more card for like 7 more interactions? What?
Yeah. We're gonna see a Fuga loss as well. Nope.
I mean, that would have been what Logan needed in this point. Just getting a brand new hand.
Yeah.
Celtic Mystic, man.
Just going to be immediately synchroing with that Fallen of the White Dragon as well as the Incredible Kezia going into the the 3 champions of Sword Soul.
I like to think I'm one of those champions.
Sword Soul? Okay.
I'm a big Sword Soul player.
Okay.
I don't see you in the art.
Yeah, I think he's
I
back
know,
there.
I'm,
Yeah.
I'm right there in the back. You just have to like squint and then maybe take your glasses off.
Did you shave for this picture?
Oh yeah, I shaved. Yeah.
It was a long time ago.
Just kidding, yeah. But it's a beautiful card and an awesome card that was in Chaos Origins, and it has made a huge impact in the decks here this weekend.
All right, we have Hydraulis Harmonia in response.
Okay.
That's huge.
Just trying to pick this apart as much as he can.
Hydraulis Harmonia is going to take out. I mean, the Celtic Mystic is a quick effect, I think, to summon from the hand, but forcing that out to get another draw from Perilia, not the worst.
And then Chain Effect
Veiler.
Veiler. All right, Logan doing his best right now. I mean, now that draw seems a lot less worth it for Josh.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't chain the Celtic Mystic, or maybe he's still thinking about it.
No, I'm pretty sure we let it through.
I mean, the Harmonia's not on the field just yet.
It's just Logan that is thinking about what to send now, but yeah.
Yeah, we are resolving Harmonia
okay.
After revealing this. It's going to be Malong. Pretty sure that's Malong.
Is it?
I actually...
Look.
Well, if that goes... No, so Celtic Mystic is destroyed.
Yeah, Celtic Mystic, not a quick effect.
Oh, it's not? I thought it was a quick effect.
Is
Okay.
it-
Well, that card's just so incredible. I keep giving it. It's a little
Pegasus?
better in my head, I suppose.
Pegasus, maybe?
Is that Wind Pegasus?
I don't know.
Oh, it's a Nadir Servant now. Going to
He's
be
got
hit with
to go
Ghost
spell
Spell.
for that.
All right.
All right, picking it apart one by one.
A good hand from Josh Kelly. Maybe a better one here from Logan.
I mean, finding that one card that is in his hand off that Celtic Mystic could be what he needed to actually get out of this game. But we are going to be resolving Light and Darkness Ritual now. Going to be giving Logan another card off the effect of Perilia to summon the Magician of Dark Chaos, Black Chaos, which is going to still be able to net another card for Josh.
You can also
Get back the Nadir Servant.
use the Nadir again. Yeah.
I think Logan drew another effect Veiler off of Perilia, though.
Oh, really?
Oh, I mean, that would definitely be worth it. Effect Veiler to stop Nadir Servant. Although Mind Shuffle, if there is a
you can just
target,
bounce it, yeah.
but he has to have something in hand to do.
Oh, nope. The Deer Servant's back in hand.
Yep.
He might not have drawn a Veiler. It just kind of looked like one. But also, not necessarily a play you'd want to make.
And now he's activating the effect of Magician of Dark Chaos to go ahead and banish that Federalis Harmonia face down. And the Deer Servant is activated yet again. It's going to resolve this time. I mean, because of all these interactions that Logan used, his hand is also whittling down. Makes it a lot easier for Josh to identify how to stop it. Oh, never mind. Still 4.
It's still 4.
It's a lot of cards used, but I guess there was like 3 draws now.
Oh yeah, if you did Veiler and Mind Shuffle, there would have been another draw at least.
Mm-hmm. Little Violet goes to the grave. Another Fall of the White Dragon to the hand.
Okay.
Interesting.
Not the most impactful in Deer Servant.
We're going to use the effect of the Sculpture into Chaos now, considering what to put back in the deck.
If that's a Wind Pegasus adding Nooser, that would be a good one.
Yeah, oh yeah.
That's going back.
Yep.
I cannot tell you.
I know. Why does it look so different?
Yeah, right?
This is foil.
Yeah, the foiling is so, yeah. The card's rare also, right?
Oh,
Yeah.
it's not the Fallen.
Oh, it's another copy of Ragged Records. Okay.
Yeah.
Interesting. So now we can go ahead and reveal the Light and Darkness Ritual to go ahead to add anything that it mentions, and we're going to get another copy of Celtic Mystic.
Yeah, Ragged Records are just an excellent card in any ritual strategy.
Although at this point, I think he would have preferred to have Fallen the Virtuous. Not really posing too much of a threat right now.
Yeah, but
He's going to get Fallen to the Virtuous.
Yeah. Oh,
Will he? Will he?
Oh my goodness.
I spoke too soon. Commentator Kurz. This is going to get rid of the Albion and grab another Hydraulis Harmonia for Logan.
Wow.
The other Harmonia's face down. Banished.
All of a sudden, this game could go either way, but it's still going to come down to how impactful that one card in Josh's hand is. Now, remind me again, Despin Lulawilith, what does it do in the graveyard?
It's special summons from deck. I'm pretty sure the Light Spellcaster.
Okay.
Yeah. With the same attack and defense, so you have really good options, I guess.
You're going to get Cartesia.
Okay, so we attempted to destroy the Magnamur as well with the champions, and we got Veilered, I guess?
It was Veilered previously when it first got summoned.
Ah,
so its effect was still
okay,
negated.
okay. Yeah, fair enough.
Yep, and it looks like now we are finally in the end phase. Going to be able to resolve the Magnum, get that additional copy of Hydraulis Harmonia, as you mentioned, Billy.
Not too many other dragons in the Cool Team deck.
I mean, this ended up being much better than we expected from Logan, and
I think you got to be happy if you're Logan.
For sure.
On this one.
You looked at that hand, you made it out this far.
It's way more approachable than the field in game 1.
Oh yeah, miles. I mean, I think the Magnum really helped out. Just not having to deal with the Fallen of the Virtuous is huge, and you have the Hydraulis for the Blazing Cartesia.
The challenge, of course, is that we saw that one card.
Yeah. If only Called By was not forbidden.
Hey, Crossout Designator, we saw it yesterday. All right, there's Rico.
All right, at least getting that potentially out of the way.
I like how it's in the front of his hand, too.
Yeah, he knows, he knows.
We're going to see it here soon enough, to Logan's dismay. It's not going to be the end-all to be-all, but it hurts.
He's got to think positively. Well, that's one less card in his hand.
Sure.
I'm a glass half full kind of guy.
Thinking.
I like that. I am all about silver lining.
Look at the body language. Whenever you see that card resolve, you just go, you're taken aback every single time.
Yeah.
Droll and Lockbird hits the graveyard now. I don't think Logan has any response to it. It's going to resolve.
Yeah, but we chain Mind Shuffle, I guess. Yeah.
You're trying to get the value while you can. Gonna grab that Blackluster Soldier. So now your loop is effective. I'm going to have to discard a card, though. It's going to be that Incredible Ecclesia that we can easily get back during the end phase. And now we are activating the effect of Blazing Cartesia.
Okay.
So he's checking to see how far protection extends for monsters.
Hydraulis is used. Gonna reveal some more synchros. Alright, there's the Malong next to it. Has to be Pegasus. Looks like we are going to send Malong this time.
Now see, look, that's Malong, right? That was the one that was in the graveyard. Yeah, it was Malong.
No, this one's different. No, the other one was in front of it. Yeah,
I'm pretty sure the other one was the
shadows, man. The shadows.
Yeah.
Like this one is definitely Malong.
Yeah. No, it was
And that is definitely extended our Mirror Jade.
Yep.
Beautiful. One of the best looking ones for sure.
And that's also going to be the target for the Malong. As Josh goes ahead, checks extra deck, and chains Mirror Jade here.
Yep, gonna go ahead and be able to banish any monster on the field. Gonna go ahead and get rid of that Rico now. While Mirror Jade itself goes back to the extra deck, resolving Malong. Will not be able to activate there.
But now we set up the Rindbram as another form of interruption.
Yeah, we can go right back into it if so.
Yeah, and we have fallen too wide.
Keep in mind, we also have the Blackluster Soldier in hand at any point that we can swap in with the Mind Shuffle.
Yeah.
Definitely Josh Kelly's game to lose. We're going to use Rotary now to get an additional normal summon. There, it looks like another copy of Rico.
Veiler?
It's Veiler, Bell, Rotary, Rico.
Okay, Bell.
Yeah.
Okay. I mean, Bell at least is good to stop the Rindbram, but it's tough. Yeah.
It is incredibly difficult from here.
Logan's not one to give up, though, so he's going to give it everything he has. This is going to be the final game of the semifinal.
Yeah, and here we see the Rindbram.
Going for the Fallen. Did you see the Ghost Bell in Haunted Mansion used in response?
Makes sense.
At least you can only use Rindbram on the opponent's turn, so...
Yeah.
I'm looking for glass half full.
Yep. And
the silver lining somewhere.
meantime, we have the Mind Shuffle bringing the Lackluster Soldier into play.
And now that is our final way to put a Cool Toon monster on the field, still under the effect of Droll and Lockbird.
Yep. So we do have Veiler.
You have two dragons. That used to do something. We're going to go into the battle phase, attacking with the Skull Archfiend while under the effect of Droll and Lockbird.
Yep, can't use the effect. Magnum goes to defense mode.
Never a good sign.
Seals pass?
That would be ideal, but no.
I'm sure he's locked into tuners at this point.
I think it's just Q and JJ, but so he's okay for now. But no, we're going to grab two cards back at the end phase. Going to have a full hand starting our next turn, as well as a loaded graveyard full of resources. Mind Shuffle as well.
And again, just like in game one, it's not only about the field you establish, is this recursion, it's this turn 3 where you get back a full end of cards, full end of resources, and no matter how good the attempt from Logan was, it seems like Josh has got this one in the bag.
Yep, just moments away, and we see a Black Chaos drawn for turn. Easy to just establish on the field and just eliminate all of Logan's resources.
Black Chaos taking both out at once, just brutal.
Yeah, the effects that you can use on the field on your turn are just phenomenal.
The deck was definitely given tools to handle going second, and we see them being used now. That Incredible Ecclesia being summoned while we still have access. Yeah.
And that is it. So Josh Kelly is advancing to the finals where Mario is awaiting him. Wow.
Fantastic match. Both players dueled their hearts out here.
And as you know, kind of expected, the USA's reign over the last 3 years has come to an end with the last player from the United States being eliminated. It will be either Mario from Canada or Josh from the UK.
Our picks.
Hey. Well, then I've already won.
Okay, let's see.
The Italian, right?
Yeah,
After
the
he
Italian.
wins, yeah.